welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Faith. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm continuing the baby names series I started on my channel. I'm currently 23 weeks, 24 weeks pregnant. There's the baby bump. And I did a fall inspired baby names video a few weeks ago, and now I wanted to do a winter inspired baby names video. I am due in February, so a lot of these names were ones that we were considering. The girl and boy name that we have actually chosen for baby number 2 is not in this list. We're keeping that a secret, and we are not finding out the gender. So we had to come up with a girl and a boy name. So in this list of winter inspired baby names, there will be both boy and girl names. We didn't find out the gender with my first daughter, Summer, either. So same scenario. We had to come up with both boy and girl names, and I made a baby names video back then that you guys seemed to really like. So I wanted to start up a series now that I'm pregnant again with baby number 2. So I hope you guys enjoy it. All of these names are inspired in some way by the winter season. I love seasonal names. I talked about that in my last video, the fall inspired names. So if you guys are also pregnant and looking for some winter inspired baby names, you've come to the right place. Please feel free to comment down below any other baby names that you love, especially if they're winter inspired, so that other pregnant mamas can see those names and maybe come up with some more inspiration. That's always super helpful. But that is it. Let's hop right on into these winter inspired baby names. Have all of the names written down here. I can't remember how many I have for each. We'll start with girls. I have 5 names for girls and 5 for boys, so 10 total. And like I said, I'll start with girl names. First one that I came up with, which I really love and strongly considered for if this baby is a girl, but we ended up going in a different direction, is Holly. And obviously you think of like holly berries, Christmassy time. I love the name Holly. I think it's very like happy, and it's definitely more unique, but definitely a name you've heard of before. That's like my favorite area of names, where it's unique, but it's not like super out there. That's just my personal preference. So Holly is the first girl name. And again, make sure that you are commenting any other names you think of as we're going through here so that we have even more inspiration. Next baby girl name for the winter season is Scarlet. And I just think of scarlet cheeks, like red, like it's cold. It's from being out in the snow. Just that red color I think is really appropriate for the winter season. Next name is Hazel. There is a winter hazel tree, and obviously like you think of hazelnuts too. It's very like warm and cozy and just a nice name for winter. The next name is a really obvious one, and it's actually the name we would have given my daughter if she would have been born in the winter, and it's simply the name Winter. I love the name Winter. You can spell it traditionally or with a Y. I think I prefer the traditional spelling, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. I love this name. It might be my favorite girl's name of all time, but I feel like now, since we have a Summer, if we were to have another girl, I can't name her Winter, because to have a Summer and a Winter, I just feel like there would be way too many jokes, and just it would be like overload in terms of like seasonal names. And I could have named Summer Winter, but being that her birthday was in June, I just felt like she'd get jokes about her name all the time, and I didn't want that. So I love the name Winter. It's again like probably my favorite girl name ever, but I just won't be using it. And then the last girl name I have on this list is Angel. I love that name. I think of like obviously Angel Gabriel, so that kind of makes it wintry, and just angels, you kind of think of the color white, which makes you think of winter time. My middle name is Angeline. It has the name Angel within it, so that's another name I could maybe potentially see us using in the future for a girl, is Angeline or just Angel. I think it's a really pretty name. Now going into the boy names, the first one I have on this list is Luke. The reason I associate this with wintertime is because of the book of the Bible named Luke, after Luke who wrote it. The Christmas story is in all 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, but my favorite, and I think it's probably the maybe the longest or most detailed. My favorite version of the Christmas story is in Luke. So I just really associate that name with like Christmas time and winter time, and I really like the name. It is pretty popular, but I do really like it. The next name I have on the list for boys is Gabriel, and this is after the angel Gabriel that appears to Mary. And I really like the name. I think Gabe for short is really nice. And again, it's more of a unique name, but it's definitely a name you've heard of before. It's not all like too out there or anything like that. The next name, I love this name, Wit. And this actually means white, which makes me think of snow and winter and everything like that. And Wit, spelled with just one T. I feel like with two T's, it maybe would seem like it's a girl's name. I'm not totally sure. Let me know your thoughts on that. But I found it with just one T. It seemed more like manly to me, at least. But I really like the name. I think it's fairly unique and definitely a nice manly name. Fourth on the list is Christian. Again, having to do with Christmas time and winter time. I love the name Christian. I think it's become a little bit more popular lately, but I do really like the name. I wanted to add it into my winter boy names because it's just so seasonally appropriate. And then the last name I have on this list is Colden. It's actually a town nearby where we live called Colden. So there's probably a bunch of Coldens in the area, but it actually means cold valley. The town has like a ski resort, so it makes total sense as to why it's called Colden. But I really like the name for like an actual boy's name. Again, seeing that it means cold valley, it's perfect for the winter season if you're looking for a winter inspired name for a winter baby. Okay, those are all 5 names for the boys, and we did the 5 names for the girls. So that completes this video. If you want me to do a spring baby names video, I can do that next and continue the series. I think I already do have some spring inspired baby names that I wanted to share with you guys anyways, just because I love going through baby names or just names in general and looking up the meaning. Picking a name for your baby is like the hardest thing ever. It feels like such a commitment, but whatever you do choose, it'll feel right after a while. I remember the first few months with Summer, I was like, is this really the right name? Did we pick the right name? But now it's like, it's perfect. It's totally her. And we've come up with a bunch of nicknames for her using the name. So let me know in the comments if you think of any other winter inspired names. And that is it. I love you guys all so much. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.